It is October 20th, 2020. We're here at the property in the backyard of 2537 Caminito, La Paz in La Jolla, California, 92037. We're here in the backyard because we're right outside the kitchen window. We're going to go ahead and inspect the drain and sewer lines for the home. We do have actually a 3-inch ABS clean out here. So this is plastic pipe here. Typically we see, there's a T-junction right there picking up the kitchen drain. Typically we see a 2-inch line for kitchen drain lines when there's not a bathroom nearby, but they did run 3-inch here. So we're going to go across this pipe. You can see we've got some food and grease build up right there in the line. We are going to run our camera through this. We may have to run some water to rinse that off, but we'll see if that rides over this debris. Typically you're going to get all that in a kitchen drain line, so pretty normal, but again, this is all newer plastic pipe. A little bit of that sludge on the bottom there. Just some worms there. Now, we're making a left-hand turn a little bit right there. You see, we should be running towards the laundry, which also has then a bar sink next to it. And then we have a downstairs bathroom that's off the garage. And all the other bathrooms are upstairs directly above that other bathroom. T-junction right there. Now, depending on how the line, if it is going out through the front yard, this may actually leave the front of the house and not go towards the other bathroom all the way at the other side of the house. We'll see. We're just going to continue with this line here. Okay, so you can see right here we have a T-junction on the line. So right here, this 3-inch is turning into a larger pipe right here, which should be a 4-inch junction. We're about a little over 50 feet out already. Little hub on the pipe right there. Camera's kind of binding up on trying to make this turn right here. Okay, so we've made that turn right there. So now in the larger pipe, it should be picking up all the other bathrooms for the house since we made that turn. Now, the T-junction could be just to make a turn and they cap the backside of it, but we're going to go ahead and use the second camera. So we're going to leave this camera right here. There's obviously no problems with this line all the way to this point. We're going to move to the other clean out that is basically by all 3 bathrooms, and we're going to put a second camera in from that spot to see if we pass this other camera that we left right here. Okay, so we're now here in the garage. We have a second camera here positioned. So you can see right here we have another 3-inch ABS clean out. So right through the garage door leading into the house, to the right is the bathroom behind this wall, and then across there we have a little bar sink, and then right behind that's the laundry area as well. There is another 2-inch clean out here, probably picking up just one of the units from above. So we're going to go through this sewer clean out here. Okay, so you can see somebody's dropped, it appears, a screw or nail into the pipe right there, and it's basically kind of fallen into the line, and it's been sitting in there and it's just rusting. So it looks like there's 2 of them there at least. So go ahead and run our camera by there. You can see, oh, actually that's pretty long. I don't know if that's a couple screws or if it's a little piece of a cable. I think it's a couple screws or nails that somehow fell down in the system there. Okay, continue down the line here, and again we'll see if this main sewer, which picks up all this bathroom and the 2 bathrooms that are directly above here on the upper level, which has a hall bath and a master bath. So this is basically the sewer line for all the bathrooms here for the house. So we'll see if this 4-inch line here that we're running across eventually comes up to the T-junction where we left our other camera at. vertical T-junction right there. I don't think that could be a clean out, or could be just an abandoned T from the test process of when they build the home. Again, this is all new ABS plastic pipe, so no cast iron, and typically with ABS we won't have as many issues then. We're going down at about a 45-degree angle now on this pipe here, so I think for the distance we're at, we probably are not coming up to the other camera that we're at here, but we'll see. No, it does look like we're transitioning now to clay pipe. So you can see this turn on the line. There's another 45-degree elbow sitting right here coming up, and then it is going to transition into clay pipe and head out. So we'll push our other camera farther out because it was not to where it connects to this part of the system. So right here you can see that clay, as we back up, you can see it's got a slight misalignment. It's not a big deal. But basically the rubber boot that attaches from the plastic to the clay, it's slightly misaligned, and so you can actually see the wall thickness of the clay pipe on the bottom, and that's why you see that little pocket of water that's standing there. It's not very big. There's no debris on the line. It's not a big deal, but what that does prohibit sometimes is our initial camera from getting by this area because it hits the wall of the pipe dead on. So we're going to go ahead and try to push this through kind of quickly and see if it can jump over that. If not, we'll have to put another camera in there to kind of fill that gap to let the other camera ride over the top of it, essentially. Yeah, it's probably going to happen here. We're not going to get this through. In fact, yeah, it's going to kind of hurt the camera, as we just did right there, trying a little bit too aggressively. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video for a second, grab another camera. Okay, so we finally got our camera into the clay pipe. We had to put a centering guide on the front of the camera and put two other cameras in front of the little gap. So we're now going to push down this 4-inch clay pipe here. No roots there. So clay pipe comes in very short sections of 4 feet in length. And the rubber boot that they use to attach between the sections is very easily compromised by roots getting in, but as you can see here, we have no roots in the system whatsoever. And there we go. There's the end of this house's lateral line. So we're about 75 feet out from this clean out, and we dump into the larger pipe in the middle of the road, the city line here that's picking up the all neighboring properties. So we'll now just pull back on here just to show you that where we started the camera back up was just past the junction where the ABS black plastic transitioned to that clay. It took us a little bit of time to be able to get more cameras in there and get it jumped over that. So here you go, we're coming back through. There's our two other cameras that we laid in front of that little area so that our camera could ride over that little gap. So there's no issues with the sewer main lateral for this complete side of the house. So now we're going to go ahead and pause the video and move over to the first camera that we went in from the kitchen area to continue out to see where it does junction into this part of the system, unless somehow it's on its own separate line. Okay, so we're now back in the very first line that we entered into here from the kitchen clean out access point, and we turn on the cold water in the kitchen, so in a few seconds here you're going to start to see water running by. That helps reduce the friction and will help push and propel the camera and push rod hopefully a little bit farther out here with this particular camera unit. So we're now going to go ahead and see if we can continue down the line here. We'll have some, oh, there we go. So we were just literally a few feet away from the cameras intersecting. As you can see all our other orange-red push rods right there from the rest of the system. So they all are on one system. We were literally just a few feet away, about 3 feet away, as you can see in our digital counter right there. So there's literally nothing wrong with the entire system for the house. All the pipes are open and clear. Everything is working normal, so other than localized stoppages within an individual sink or tub drain that needs to be cleaned out from under the sink and the trapway, all the underground pipes are in good condition. They're all plastic. The clay pipe has no issues from the frontage area out across the street. So that concludes the recording for this property.